Okay, all of you look at the screen, students. Which question you have to solve? Be quick. 15th we have done. 16th one, right? You have to start from the 16th question. Look at the 16th one. Cherisha, did you keep it on? Adia and Cherisha? It's a request from parents, students. If you all want to keep it off, you have to tell them. Tell them to send one message. Fine, you can just keep it off. Tell them how much you have scored. You're not attentive. Tell all this reason and ask them whether is it fine to keep the video off or on. Okay. If they send a message, you can keep it off. No problem. Fine. Look at this question from a window. From a window A above. Fine. Read the 16th one, students. All of you will read the 16th one. Is Tanishka online? Yeah, keep it on, Tanishka. One, two, on. All this time your voice was normal as soon as I told to keep the video on. Voice has changed. Okay. Okay. Look at the 16th one, students. From a window A, from position A, above the ground, the angle of elevation of the top C of a tower is x. See, if top C tower is x, from angle A you have to view from point A you have to view point C. Then which is angle x here? Which is angle of elevation? Tell me which one will be angle of elevation? Which angle? If you are standing at A, angle will be angle of elevation, that is x, right? Next, where x tan x value is given. Next, and the angle of depression of the foot D of the tower is y. So you're standing at point A, students. From if you want to look at C, it is x. If you want to look at D, it is angle of depression. Okay, let me name it as E here. Which one will be y? Which is y here? Which angle? Which angle is y? Angle EAD will be y. EAD will be y. So you're looking at angle D here. D. So what you do, when depression is given, what you have to assume, whenever the word depression is given, you have to convert into what? Even if it's depression, what we have to take? Angle of depression, you have to take it as angle of elevation. So if you're standing at A, students, you are going to look at D. Imagine if you're standing at D, how do you look at point A? Is it elevation or depression? If you're standing at D and you have to look at point A, is it elevation? Right? So look at angle X. These two are parallel lines. Then which one will be angle X? Which is interior alternate angle? Which one is interior alternate here? Angle Y. For angle Y, which is interior alternate? Angle B. Even this also will be Y. So in this question, angle Y, you shouldn't take angle EAD. See, don't take this. Instead of that, you have to take this one. Okay. And foot of the tower. Next, what else is given? From a window A 10 meters above the ground, the angle of elevation from a window A 10 meters above the ground, angle of elevation. So what is the distance between E and C, students? A is the ground. So from a window A 10 meters above the ground, the angle of elevation of top C. So the value of CE will be 10. Okay, value of CE will be 10. Now tell me what are the two right angles we have here? No, not angle of, sorry, not this. From a window A 10 meters above the ground, BD is the ground here. Okay, and D is the foot of the tower. BD is the ground. So what's the distance between A and B? Can you tell me the distance between AB? AB student, what's the distance AB? 10 meters above the ground. AB will be 10. Okay, the angle of elevation is given, tan x is given, tan y is given. Right? What do we need to find here? Calculate what? The height of, you have to calculate the height of CD. Okay, fine. First question. See, let us take, we need two things here. We need two triangles. If you want to find CD, we need to find the length of CD, students. So how many sides? CD is made up of how many two sides? CE plus ED. I want Naomi to answer. Naomi, Joanna, Viola, silent students. Unmute and answer. Cherisha, Naomi, Joanna. Only Adya is answering. Unmute Naomi, Lemula, unmute the call. Not Lemula. Joanna, unmute the call. Don't mute. Yes. Tell me. CD is made up of what? That is CE and ED. Yeah. How will you find ED, students? Now tell me CE is in which triangle? CE is in which triangle? So which two triangles you have to take? If you want to find CE, you have to consider triangle AC. Next, ED is which triangle? ED is equal to which one? ED is equal to which one? Isn't ED equal to a rectangle? Right? So which triangle I have to consider? Triangle AB. In ABD, can you see angle Y is given, even 10 is given? Yes. So which one will you take first? Angle AC or angle ABD and solve? Which one will you take? Yeah, why ABD? Tell me why ABD. One angle is given and one side is given, right? So look here. In triangle ABD, this is how we have to solve. First, you should know what we need. CE plus ED. So ED is in the triangle ABD because ED and AB are same. So take triangle ABD. Tell me triangle ABD, students. In ABD, from angle D, which angle is given here? Angle Y is given, right? Opposite is given, and what we need to find? We need to find the base, BD. Which formula can we apply here? Which formula? What are the two things? We have perpendicular and base. Yeah. Why are we finding base, students? Why am I telling base? What's the reason? Why do we need to find BD? If we find BD and which other side will be equal? AE. So that it would be helpful to find this value, right? ACE. Yes, that's the reason we are taking BD. Now tan Y. What is tan Y? Is equals to AB divided by BD. Yeah, what is tan Y given in the question? They've given. What is tan X? Tan X is equals to 5 by 2. And tan Y is equals to 1 by 2. Yes, angle of depression was given. We converted that Y. Remember that. So never take angle of depression and solve. Always convert that into what you call elevation. So tan y, what is tan y? 1 by 4 is equals to what is AB? Tell me AB, students. 10 divided by BD. Therefore, BD is equals to 40. If BD is 40, what about AE? 40. Is this clear? All of you understood? Did you understand? Okay. Where did we start, students? From where did we start solving this? What was the first initial concept? What's the initial concept? They told us to find what? Height of CD. So first look here, if you just write CD, you'll understand. CD is equals to CE plus ED. So I've taken angle ABD. Now take angle AEC, all of you, in triangle AC or AEC. 80% of trigonometry question is like this. You'll have two triangles, solve both the triangles, substitute, find the answer in triangle ACE. So tan X is equals to AE divided by CE divided by AE. Mariana, Tanishka, did you all understand this? CE divided by A. See, you all don't need to answer. If you'll have any doubts, just unmute and ask. Only Tanishka and Mariana. Others have to answer. And Cherisha, did Joanna tell you about project? Were you there when I informed about project? Did you start, Cherisha? Did you start writing? That is final exam project students, 25 marks. Next Monday, you'll have to submit. Even if you'll miss any of these classes, you can go to the recording or I can take special class and complete. But project, if you're submitting late, you can't change. They'll reduce marks. Right? Tan X. And just mention here BD is equals to AE. That is equals to 40. What is CE, students? Can you all be quick? Why do you all take so long? What did you all get? What's the answer? 100. So what do we need to find? CE or the entire tower? Calculate the height of, yeah, CD. So we don't need CE, we need CD. CD is made up of what are the two values I told? 100 plus, tell me the value, students. CD is equals to 100 plus, what is CD? 10. 100 plus 10, 110 meters. Okay, check the answers later. 16 is 110. Completed. Shall we try the next one? 17. Let me know if you're done. If you're silent, I'm thinking you're still calculating it. See, we have a lot of chapters to complete. Be quick. Let me know if you're done. We'll try the next one. Okay, 17th one I did yesterday. 17th question. 18th question. Look at the 18th one. It's a simple question. I want you to do it for homework. 45 is given. 60 is given. X, D, Y here, A, B. What's the distance of AB? AB is, yes, 180 meters. Next. See, can you see this 45 from B to E? There is a line going from B to E, right? A straight line. Angle of depression, students. Can you see they have given 45 degrees and 60 degrees? Angle of depression, elevation are same, right? And I've told you one more topic. 90-degree, as it goes on to the left hand side, values will keep decreasing. Values will keep decreasing. Okay. So total how many right angles we have here? Can you, Adya, can you name the two right angles? In triangle BAC and triangle BAD. We'll have two triangles. You'll get two equations, right? So we don't need hypotenuse, students. Don't need hypotenuse. Therefore, sine and cos. You don't need to take sine and cos. Go with tan. You'll find the value of x and y. Will you try this for homework? You'll get two equations. You have to find x and y. Okay. We'll try the next one. 19th question. Yeah, Cherisha, tell me the 19th one, Cherisha. Explain to others. Read the first one. First line. Yeah, church spire. X and Y. Okay. Did you understand anything? Without diagram, it's not possible, right? So which diagram, which triangle you have to draw? Right angle. And one more thing I observed, you are drawing right angle like this, students. See, this is somewhat confusing if you draw it like this. Always try to draw it on the right hand side. Okay, so one or two students drawing it in this angle. See, we are practicing using right hand side. Most of your diagrams are right hand side. It is easy. It would be easy to understand. Look, always draw right angle like this. Joanna, Naomi, clear? You have drawn in the opposite way. Draw it like this. Now you tell me, Trisha. Now I'll write it as A, B, C. Read the first line from the top of a fire, 96-meter high. This top, which is the top, the top of, yes, top of church fire. Got this word. Top of church, 96-meter high. Which one is church then? Which one do you think the height of the church? AB, right? See, any object, students, any object, the height, whenever they mention 96-meter high, I is nothing but height. If it is 96 meter height, it will definitely be AB. It cannot be CB. Don't write 96 here. It's not possible. Nothing will be slanting. It can't be 96 AC. I saw one or two students writing like this. In hypotenuse, I will return the value. I think it was Mariana. Okay, tell me, Charisha. AB is 96. And what is the two value? What are the two values of the road, right? Two vehicles on the road. The meaning of this. There is a church AB. AB is the church. And two vehicles are approaching towards it. From which direction will they approach? From which way? C, right? From C towards AB, vehicles are passing, right? So imagine one vehicle is at C, the other vehicle is somewhere at. Let draw a triangle. Name it as D. How many angles are formed here? Two angles. This is the concept. Any question, first draw the right angle. Then there is a church. Object is given. Object is church here. Two vehicles on a road. Road is imagine CB is the road. Flat line. Okay, on the same base of the spire. On the same side of it is x and y degrees. So which one will you take, x and y? You think angle C will take it as x and angle D as y. But what's the name mentioned here, student? Elevation or depression? What's the word mentioned in the first line? Depression. Even if it's depression, what have we taken? What is this? We have taken elevation. So just for diagram's sake, do one thing. Write AE and just mention angle of depression here. Okay, 90 degree is given. If this is 90 degree, which one you think is greater, students? X is greater or Y will be greater in terms of angle? Y will be greater. Yes, Y will be greater. So what you do? Draw a big arc. This big arc is for Y. The small arc is for X. That's it. Angle of depression is not required, but according to diagram, even for diagram you have marks. You'll get half mark for this. That's it. Diagram is done. Now what are the two other values given, Charisha? Be quick. Where? Read this. Where? Okay. If tan is given, which formula we use? Do we use sin or cos? Tan is already mentioned. Do you use sin or cos? No. You take tan and use it, right? Now tell me what are the two triangles we have to. Tell me the two triangles. Okay, what do we need to find here? Calculate what, Charisha? Calculate the distance between. Okay, what is the distance between two vehicles? What are the two vehicles here? C and D. If you want to find the distance between two vehicles, C and D, we need to find this distance. Okay, just keep it as it is. Now tell me the two triangles, Charisha. What are the two triangles will you consider in? Yes, in very good. In triangle ABD and triangle ABC, right? See, always write it like ABD, ABC, student. Whichever is as 90 degree, write it in the center, 90-degree angle. Now tell me, Charisha, tan is given, so take tan. In triangle ABD, which one will you take, Y or X? Triangle ABD, what is given? Or Y? Y? So already tan Y is given. You have to write tan Y is given. So what's the formula for tan? Perpendicular by what is perpendicular? AB by correct. AB by DB. Shall I solve this? All of you understood till here? Is it clear? Any doubts? That's it. It is a simple question. Only if you draw the diagram, you'll understand, students. Draw the diagram. Any object will be given. For example, your church was given. They'll give you tower. Any tower. Then yes, some object will be given. Consider that as height AB. Okay, tan y is equals to 1 by 7. That is equals to AB. 96 divided by dB. Tell me what is dB? What will be the value of dB? 96 into 7. Next, tell me for triangle ABC, students, what we have to consider. Tan x is equals to, be quick, AB by, if I take ABC, what's the entire length I have to consider for ABC? What's the entire length? C. So BC value is not given. That BC is split into how many parts? CD plus. Here, complete this. Be quick. You'll get CD. Once you get DB, substitute here. Okay, Tanishka done. Mariana, Tanishka got the answer. Naomi, calculating. Okay, calculate. This diagram is important. First, go through that, students. I'll give you all time. First, go through the question and diagram. Just skip this. First, go through the question once again. All of you will stop writing. Go through the question and the diagram. Let me know if you have understood or no. What's the answer you got? DB is equals to? So CD plus 672. Cross multiply. CD plus 672 is equals to 96 into 4. CD is equals to, calculate this, minus 672. Is it negative? $288. Okay. So the answer is 288. Direction will not be negative, right? Distance should not be negative. So the answer is, what's the answer? 288 meters. Yes, even if you're getting in meters, distance will not be negative. It has to be positive 288. Right? Even the answer is 288, students. It's 288 in the textbook. See, why are we getting negative 288? Can you tell me why negative 288? Any guess why negative? This x and y, just because we took x first, y next, we got minus. I think if you take y and x here, you'll get positive 288. But here have they mentioned which one to take first? In the question, did they mention? Yes, unmute and tell me. No, right? They haven't mentioned. They haven't told take x first, y nothing. So even if you're getting negative, ignore that. The answer is 288 meters. CD is equals to 288. Fine. Take break. We'll continue at 7. Okay, all of you are online. Shall we start? Start the next one. What about Adia, Mariana, Cherisha, Tanishka? Online. See, this question, students, you don't have to memorize the diagram, or it is not that tough. Diagram part is not that tough. It's very simple. Trigonometry question, any trigonometry question, that is whether it is heights and distance or trigonometry, first draw right angle like this in this direction. Remember, always in this direction, right angle. Same question, 19th one. What is given? Top of the chest, 96-meter height. Name it ABC. Name it like ABC. 96-meter height. When we talk about height, which one is height here? AC, AB or BC? Which one will be the height? All of you unmute and answer. Which one should be the height here? AB? Yeah, definitely AB, right? So 96. First thing. Next. If angle of depression is given, what did I tell you? Even if angle of depression is given, you have to take elevation. So draw how many angle of elevations are given? X and Y. Can you see X degree is given, Y degree. Whenever degree is mentioned, that is angle. If degree is not mentioned, that can be side like this, X and Y side. So be careful, read the question. It is very simple to draw the diagram. Once you get the diagram right, just two equation. From 9th standard you are solving it. Take right Pythagoras theorem, apply, not Pythagoras, sine, cos or tan. Apply that and try, find it. Next, take X here and Y here. And what's the name, what they have mentioned here? Elevation or depression in the question? In the question, what's the word mentioned? First line. Is it elevation or depression? Yes. What is it given, students? It's depression, right? So even if depression is given, you all have to take elevation. When the word depression is given, just for the question, sake of question, draw one depression. This one, draw a line here and name the angles here. So the smallest angle will be X, right? X first and Y next, like this. X and Y. That's it. Yes. Naomi, what are the other things they'll ask? AB is given. Will they ask us to find AB, students? Already AB is given, right? Tell me what are the three sides we have in this triangle? What are the three sides we have? Hypotenuse, base, and perpendicular. In that perpendicular, already 96 is mentioned. Hypotenuse, they'll not ask. Okay, it depends. Hypotenuse, mostly they won't ask. Find the hypotenuse value. The other thing, what's the other thing left? Base. Here, C and D, there are 2 points, which means two vehicles. They'll ask you the distance between CD or the distance between D and the foot of the tower. If AB is the tower here, tower. Okay. If AB is tower, B will be the foot of tower, foot. So the questions here, possible questions are, they'll tell you to find the height of tower. We use tan, height of tower. Or they'll tell you to find the distance between DB or distance between CD. These are the questions you get. Okay. Will you all try the 20th question? Can you draw the diagram for 20th question, students? All of you all? Can you all try for 20th question? Diagram. Draw the diagram and tell me what kind of angle is given. Theta value. Is it angle, decimal, or fraction? What is it? 20th question. 20th one. First draw right angle. Very quick. Within 10 seconds, 10-20 seconds, you have to complete the diagram. I just need the diagram. Okay, time up. Completed. Did you all get the diagram for 20th question? Yeah, two men are standing on the same side of the tower. Which is tower here, students? A, B, or C? Which one is the tower? A, B. If two men are standing on the same side, which side are they standing? On CB, right? What is the angle of elevation? What is the angle of elevation? And which one you think is 25 and which one is 50 here? The first one. First you should write 25 there 50, because 90 is given. The value keeps on increasing. Look, 25, 50, 90. Okay, then what are these two? What is this point C today? What are these two angles? Is it vehicle, man, bus, car? What is it? Read the entire question. No, but what are they? Something should be, some object should be there, right? Hmm? Look at the last line. What is given? Two men. How many men are there? Two men. You take two men as C and D. 25 degrees, 50 degrees. If the height of the tower, which is 70 here, what do you mean by height of tower? Be quick. Which one is 70 students? 70. So usually did we come across values like this 25 degree, 50 degree? I think this is the first, but before this we solved 30 degree, correct? 60 degree, 45 degree. Do you think these values are there in the table, normal table? No. So which table we need to use? Which one? The one which we have values, right? Decimal, this. Yeah, this one. Sign is given. Okay, I think only cot is tan is required. Tan 50 is required. Okay, what do we need to find, students? What are we supposed to find here? Distance between D, B, C, D. Can you tell me? Read the last part. Find the distance between two men. What is it, Mariana? Be quick, Mariana. What is the distance between two men? Is it CD or DB? CD. So can we take it as X? Now tell me. Is and see where do we have the values, students? Where are the values present? Is it on perpendicular, base, or hypotenuse? In perpendicular, we have a value 70, right? In base, can you see X is given? We need to find. Do we need to use hypotenuse here? Is hypotenuse required? Hypotenuse is not required. Then there's only one formula, tan or cot. You can use tan or cot, but in textbook they have given int as cot. I don't know why they have given cot here and they've converted into tan. We'll use tan directly. Tan. Which triangle shall we take? Shall we take the first triangle ABD? In triangle ABD, tan 50 degrees equals to what? What's the formula, student? 70 by. Yeah, tell me for tan 50, 70 by what? 70 by dB. What is tan 50? Can you tell me value of tan 50? Open your textbook. Oh, all of you open textbook. I taught you how to find the values, right? Were all of you present when I taught how to use this? Yeah, check tan, open tan. Let me see. Tan 50 degree. 0.1. Yeah, Cherisha, open last page. Last page, students. 536. Tan is given. In that, check 50 degrees. What is tan 50? 1 point. Unmute and answer, students, right? Nobody is responding. Yes. 1.19 divided by dB. So if you want to find dB, dB is equals to 70 divided by 70 divided by what? 1.1. Okay, 1.1918. Remove the decimal, students. When you remove the decimal, with what I have to divide? If I want to remove the decimal, how many values are there? You have to divide by 1000. This 1000 will get multiplied. So what do you get? 70 into 1000 into 1000 divided by 1918. Will you all try this for homework? All of you all got to know how to find the answer? You get dB here. Now tell me the other triangle. I won't solve this. I want you all to do it for homework. Okay, tell me which is the other triangle I have to find. In order to find CD, tell me the other triangle. See, you'll get dB here. First find dB. Okay, after you find dB in triangle, what's the other triangle? ABC. Tan 25 is equals to 70 divided by CD plus dB. In the dB value, substitute. What is tan 25? Look at the table. It's correct. 0.4663. Okay, 70 divided by CD is what we need to find. You can take it as X or just keep CD. That is fine. We all complete it. Complete it for homework. You'll get dB here. Okay. Wait, let me see the answer. Yeah, it's going to be a lengthy calculation, students. You have to cross multiply the decimal. That's the reason I'm giving it for homework. Shall we try the next one? All of you are done? Shall we move on to the next question or still copying? Okay. 20th is done. 21st. Hello? Okay. Try that for homework, student. What did ma'am do today? Ma'am or your teachers, what did they do? Which chapter are they solving? No, max. Other section? 5B. Okay, fine. Okay, another 10 minutes left. Remaining will continue tomorrow. Whatever questions are there, we'll do tomorrow. We'll solve 1 or 2 questions in this. I'll give you all every day, year after every day, 3 homework questions, students. I'll be sending you all 3 homework questions. Yesterday I forgot. And from tomorrow, if you don't send it, I won't let you all in the meeting. Okay, so every day 3 questions. I'll give 2 questions from this and 1 question from height and distance. Only if you'll complete that, tomorrow you can continue. Okay, 31st question, 32nd question. We'll revise 32nd question. Square root of 1 plus cos A divided by 1 minus cos A is equals to cosec A plus cot A. How do you solve this question? If you want right hand side, how do you solve this, students? We need to eliminate which one? We need to eliminate square root. So what do we need to do if we need to eliminate square root? Rationalize. And what's the one formula you get in the denominator, student? Denominator always the formula is fixed. Which one is that? A square minus B square. Remember this. Denominator, the formula is fixed. Joanna, how will you rationalize this? Joanna, Naomi, unmute the call and tell me, students. 1 plus cos A divided by? So what do you have to multiply? If I want A square minus, what is A square minus B square? A plus B into? Okay. If there is minus, with what you have to multiply? If there is already minus, plus. If there is plus, if there is plus, minus. Mariana, is it clear? Last time you had it wrong way and you sent it. If, if there is minus, always multiply with plus, students. 1 by cos A. Numerator, same thing, right? Cos. So how many times 1 plus cos A is multiplied in the numerator? Twice. What is x into x? What is x into x? X square. So 1 plus, you should write like this. 1 plus cos A the whole square. I've seen students writing 1 plus cos square A. This is wrong. It is not 1 plus cos square A. I think Ivani or somebody had written like this. You're not supposed to write. Write the entire thing. Outside you have to put a bracket. Outside you're supposed to draw bracket like this. Divided by, what is A square minus B square here? Tell me. What is A square minus B square? 1 square minus 1 square minus cos square A. Okay, that's it. Only 2 steps in this. You'll get the answer. Now, the squares get cancelled, students. All the squares will get cancelled. Sorry, this one now. Look here. Write it as it is. 1 plus cos A the whole square. What is 1 minus cos square A? Look, what is 1 minus cos square A? If cos square A is given, tell me the square relation. Which square relation has cos square A, students? Which square relation? Sin square A. Cos square A is equals to 1. What's the value given here? 1 minus cos square A. If I send this side, what will happen? It becomes minus 1 minus. Now tell me the value of 1 minus cos square A. What should I write in place of 1 minus cos square A? Sin square. Sin square A. Can you see both the value square gets cancelled? Is this clear? All of you understood? Conversion. Square gets cancelled. Right? Squares get cancelled here. Square and square. So what are we left with? 1 plus cos A divided by sin A. If there is common denominator, we need cosec and cot, students. How will you split this? Unmute and answer. How will you split? 1 by sin A divided plus cos A by sin A. What is the reciprocal of 1 by sin A? Plus cos by sin A. Cot A. Got the answer? Right hand side? Right? Okay. This is how we do it. Try now. You all do it step by step. Be quick. Students done? Completed? Did you all understand how to solve? Shall we try the next one? Next question. Next question, I'll give it for homework. 34th. We'll try the 34th question. Okay, 34th is bit lengthy. 34th, this 36. Try the 37th question. All of you will try the 37th one. Cos A divided by 1 plus sin A plus tan A. Which one will you all convert here? All of you will unmute and answer. We need sec A. Which one you have to convert? Cos, sin or tan? Which one we need to convert? Tan? Yes. Usually we convert tan and cot. Keep cos and sin as it is. Convert tan, student. 1 plus sin A plus sin divided by cross multiply, take LCM and do it. Yeah, Naomi, can you explain this, Naomi? When you cross multiply, what do you get? Cos into cos is plus the other one. No, no. How do you cross multiply? It becomes sin A into, or directly you wrote 2 plus sin A. No, one more thing. This step. I will complete it till year students. Done at least till the first 2 steps. Got the same one? I've seen few students cancelling 1 plus n and 1 plus n. Is it possible to cancel it out? See, Naomi, is it possible to cancel out 3 and 3 here? You have done it. In the test, this is what you have done. You have cancelled like this. Remember this, students, in numerator, whenever there is plus, you can't cancel. For example, 2x plus 3b divided by 3b is given. You can't cancel this 3b and 3b. Remember this. There is plus in between. Is it clear, Naomi? Did you understand? You can't cancel this, students. You have to open the bracket, eliminate the plus. Then later you can cancel them. Okay, now tell me, Naomi. Tell me the next step. Okay, all of you listen, students. Naomi, first query. When you open the bracket, square A. Hmm? Into sin A, is it correct? See, if you don't know, you should tell me. You should tell that you don't even know the basics. I can teach you. I can teach you bracket method. Okay, you have to accept it, Miami. You tell me you don't even know the basics, I'll teach you. How do you multiply this? Next, let's AC. Then why are you telling me into here? Should I put into? Then isn't it the same? Then what will you write? You open the bracket. Plus sin A and sin A will get sin A. Will get sin A. This is Miami. For every question twice I have to ask you. Then you'll reply. Next, look at the numerator and tell me what are the two values which are in square values. What are the two square values we have? Yeah, what is cos square A and sin square A? So what can I write in the numerator? Plus sin A divided by, okay, which two are same? Now you can cancel them. What is left? What is 1 by cos? Understood? What we are doing? Just draw the first step and waiting for, huh? Hmm. Even sign you are giving wrong answer, multiplying and giving wrong answer. You have to practice, Naomi. All of you have completed, understood how to solve this question? Is it clear? Yeah. Now take down the homework questions. To look here for homework. If you don't send it tomorrow, before tomorrow's class, I won't let you all in. Just go through the recording. You can't attend. Okay. Fine. I'll write this question. No, let me mark. Mark the question, students. All of you mark the question. Homework. 33rd question. Question number 33. In trigonometry, question 33. In trigonometry, question 33. It's a simple question. I want all of you to solve 33 and question second one, second and 33. Don't copy, right? Do it. If you're getting it wrong, I'll explain tomorrow. Question number 2 and question number 33. In heights and distance, total 3 questions. Complete these 3 and attend tomorrow. Heights and distance, 20th question. That is what I explained in the last 20th question.